2 elimination matches down, 2 to go. 2 big matches ahead for all 4 teams as they fight for the final 2 spots in the semi-finals. Our next matchup is a corker on paper, and I hope it lives up to all the expectations. We've got a couple of members back at our panel once more. Will's back with us, but also joined by his partner in crime, usually in the commentary box, Mr. Austin Kebbles Walsh. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great.
Yeah?
Great. Enjoyed the applause.
Looking forward to this? This should be really good. Am I building this up too much?
No, not at all.
Because I'm really hyped for this game.
I personally think out of all the series that this one was the most appealing to me from the get-go. Yeah. I think Immortals is just a really fun team to watch, first of all, and I think Secret's a good team, so it should be a fun match. Will,
I know you had your spirit tested in the last series. You want to see good Dota. And
Dude, Will's had his spirit tested back to back. We had that first series, which we had to cast together.
He's still sitting here, not because he actually wanted to do this panel. He just can't get up. He's lost the will to live, and therefore can't actually leave the panel area. That's why he's still here. Will, come back to us. This is going to be good, buddy.
Oh, this is going to be great. Are you kidding me? Immortals, Secret, Revenge for Secret, second best European team, they tell me, versus what some have proclaimed to be the best NA team. And we get to see which one outlasts the other, EG or Immortals. My boy CCNC has declared Immortals to be the best team in NA.
Right.
Wow.
Even though they're a C team.
Come on.
I'm still confused about all this regional stuff anyway. Someone help me out with the old region stuff. We, however, need to introduce you to our team. So, let's introduce you to the first lineup of the day. The all-star lineup, of course, of Team Secret. They've taken a few iterations since they came along originally, Austin, and burst onto the scene with that star-studded lineup, and everyone expected them to go and sweep TI. Didn't quite work out. It's gone through a couple of changes since then, of course. What do you make of this latest lineup?
This is probably one of the more interesting of all the lineups from Secret. It's not the full-on all-star lineup that the first iteration of Secret was supposed to be. It's a little bit different. We've got Midwand, who's turned into this really big star of a mid player. He's very, very good. But I think one of the more interesting aspects is you've got Fana, who is in his own right a great player, has a long history, but is now going into the off-lane role. And so there's a slight adjustment period and a question of whether or not how well he's going to be able to do there. And also maybe a opportunity for him to be on top again, because I don't think he has been on top when he was in the mid role for quite a while. And then a complete newcomer to the tier 1 scene, let's say, in Ace, who has a huge opportunity here with Secret.
Yeah, he's the baffling one for me, in a way. Where the hell has he been? Because he's actually been around for a long time, Will.
Yeah, he decided to stay with that Danish Bears team for quite some time, and even though
like 3 times or something, wasn't it?
I mean, he has a lot of loyalty, I think, to that Danish squad, and I think they kept trying to make it work. They ran very different variations where they even brought in like 747, and it just like never really panned out for them. I think eventually he was just like, I need to make my bones elsewhere. Like something else has to happen.
I mean, he's 23 now. It's an old man as far as Dota is concerned.
He is the same age as Sylar. And we look at Sylar as like a guy who's just been around forever. But they're the same age.
Yeah. Yeah, it's surprising. We'll see how they get on in this particular game. Their opponents, of course, are the feisty South Koreans. They've been fantastic so far, but not flawless. They've got to be doing better today if they want to make the semi-finals. This is their 5-man lineup. There's your 5-man lineup. 4 Immortals who come into this with, I guess, a little bit of pressure on top of them, Will, but also they know how to play this game. We've seen that already in this tournament.
Yeah, they're a very talented squad, the best that Korea has to offer. I mean, when I was in Korea, they weren't all together at this point. They were on various teams, but they were always the star players of said teams. Like MP, when I first got to Korea, I think he was probably like their first big player just because he was highlighted by Reddit. He went, when he played a tournament in Poland or something like that, they're like, wow, this guy's actually legit for how little Dota he's played. And funny enough, Dubu, I think, was the latest entrant towards the scene. Like when I first met Dubu, like 2 years ago, he was like 4.5k MMR. He just always smiled all the time, and I was like, this guy is a clown. Like, and then we played against him when he was a ringer, and he was really bad. I don't want to understate that. Like, he was really terrible, and I was just like, I don't know why this guy's like still trying to make this a thing. And he just kept grinding and grinding and grinding, and he got better and better, and his understanding of the game just became better and better. And he was always taking a back seat to everybody. Like, the Cranes were like, Dubu's just learning from us, and eventually now he's their leader.
So what you're saying is, right, that he was stuck in a trench of sorts, and he was able to make his pro debut. I'm presuming he's still 4.5k MMR.
No, he's like 7.8.
Yeah, Austin,
really?
don't get carried away. This is not how it works for you in veggies. Just doesn't work like that, right? You can't just keep grinding and grinding and become a pro player and then get into EG. It doesn't work like that.
Don't shit on my dreams here. Jesus Christ. You're
Look,
so mean.
I'm just trying to keep it real, all right? I keep Fogged real. I keep trying to keep you real.
I was wondering why Yanni tweeted out, Paul's a bully, and now I come on here and you just shit on my hidden dreams of becoming a pro player.
I knew where you were going with that. Let's talk about the matchup. We've picked out the offlane in here because it's a particularly interesting area, Austin, in this particular game, because you've got a guy who's transitioning, and then you've got a guy who's actually really pretty good in the lane as well. So, bit of a contrast.
Yeah, I think Forev, there was a tournament, I think it was like Epicenter. I was on a panel with Shiver, and she said, I think Forev's the best offlaner in the world. And I was like blown away. I was like, whoa, no way. Like I was like, I could easily list at least 3 offlaners that I think are above and beyond where Forev's at. But he really has, like, my opinion of him has changed quite a bit. I really do think he's easily one of the best offlaners in the world right now. I think he's probably one of the star players of Immortals. I think he just does so much for them. I know this whole entire lineup is supposed to be based around QO, and he's kind of the person who has this certain kind of play style that everyone has to play around. But I really do think there should be more credit given to Forev and the things he's able to do in the offlane and some of the innovations he comes up with.
It's also about flexibility in this lineup, Will, because those 3 cores can pretty much cycle through a ton of different heroes between them. Like, they can play just a completely weird run. I mean, for instance, Forev's top 5 heroes right now: Veno, Pugner, Jakiro, Batrider, Weaver.
Yes, and we've also seen him play Bounty Hunter. He plays a Nature's
Absolutely.
Prophet.
Yeah,
like, you can just list pretty much every hero that, if they can run it, they will run it in the offlane.
Yeah, but it gives them so much flexibility, doesn't it, in the draft? Because we know that the other 2 cores can play them as well.
Of course, but at the same time, the core principle stands, and that's what I really like about this team is even though the heroes might change and the pieces might look a little bit different, it's still the same type of Dota that they want to execute every single time. So even though you might see alignment where you're like, how is that going to work? Know this, they will run at you, they will want to fight you, they want to take objectives.
Is there something about their mentality that, like, it's just different? Because I feel like every single time I watch them, is it some sort of thought process that they have that they're always able to make these things work? It seems like they just are very cognitive about, like, talking, hey, guys, this is how we need to play this matchup in order to win this game. I'm looking at drafts sometimes or team fight scenarios that I can't imagine how they're going to be able to win it, but they find the right kind of initiation or they make the right wraparound or something to be able to give them an advantage that does give them the opportunity to win the game.
Yeah.
March used to tell me that QO is like, you have to play around him because this guy, like, sometimes it was said in jest, like, and very lovingly, but he's like, sometimes QO, like, just switches off his brain and you have to also, like, follow suit. Like, everyone just has to go all in with whatever he wants to do. And even if it's the wrong thing, the ability to just everyone commits to one thing, even if it's not necessarily the best play, is so important in Dota. Because in Dota, you have 5 people that want to do 5 different things. And the ability to just come around to one player and say, like, we're going to play however you want to play is really, really important. It requires a lot of shoving your ego to the side and just allowing yourself to be enveloped in something greater.
All right, we're into draft number 1, and we've got an NS first pick. We do have 2 recent matches, obviously, between these 2 to look back on in terms of draft. Is it going to look anything similar?
Apparently not.
No,
It is
apparently
not.
it isn't. So there's the answer.
Thank you for the underthrow toss there. Easy catch. We'll knock it out of the park. Zeus is definitely different.
Yeah.
I really like that Zeus Spirit Breaker opener.
Why?
I think what they really want against this team is just vision and team fight.
Okay.
And I think Zeus provides both those things, and you're going to be able to win the warning battle as well, which I think is really important against this lineup because they are looking to just pick you off. And I think the Spirit Breaker pick is a hero that just, I mean, Immortals can still pick it up. I think this tournament and the last one has shown that having 2 4-position heroes is not necessarily a bad thing anymore.
Okay, but isn't there something to be said about Zeus not being able to give you like any stuns from maybe a support position here? We don't know what he's going to be, maybe off lane, maybe mid, but he's not going to provide you any stuns. He's a little bit slow. He's quite susceptible in the laning phase. If he's a core, he's very much gankable.
Sure, but I think it's something they picked this up instantly, and so I'd imagine that they had a plan there. And if I had to imagine what the plan was, it was, okay, guys, we need something that can team fight at all times. We need something that can give us vision and the warning advantage. What gives us all 3? Well, Zeus. And, okay, well, Zeus doesn't have any sort of initiation, or he doesn't have any sort of team fight, and his laning is kind of bad. So what do we do to shore that up? Let's take the Spirit Breaker ourselves.
So the vision heroes that I would normally think of that would be like, okay, vision's really important would be most of the invis heroes, Riki, Bounty Hunter, and in that way, Zeus does beat them all when it comes to team fighting potential.
Yes. Well, and Riki was banned.
That too.
So I think that lends even more credence to this pick, but
that would mean presumably Puppey takes the breaker and then Zeus is Yaps?
I think it's the other way.
Just in terms of what they've played, yeah. Like the 5th most played hero for Puppey is breaker and Yaps 4th most is Zeus.
And that's they actually ended up banning AA themselves. So what does that tell us? Like Necro? But there's a Pugna on the other side as well. What else is he good against? Like DP?
I mean, A is good versus Huskar, but
maybe they're just annoyed by it. There's still Wyvern available for Immortals. That was a hero that they picked often. But I think Immortals, they got like AM'd twice, something like that. They got to be careful of that happening again.
yeah.
We're starting to see, I think, more of anti-mages as a hero, like the prevalence of that hero. Like he's just being picked more and more in pubs, in professional play. I think professional play is setting the standard and saying like, if this is a game where they don't have these hard lockdown heroes and they only have these soft lockdown laning heroes, then let's just straight up pick anti-mage and win the game.
He's like the hardest carry that's viable right now, right?
Yes.
It's like most of the other hard carries aren't really being picked up, so then it's just a question of whether or not you have enough catch for him,
Yeah.
right?
Like
I feel like
Spectre,
that's the 2 sides of AM.
Yeah, like Spectre's pretty bad. Morphling loses to AM. Sven is obviously one of the better options, but everyone makes sure that Sven is banned or the carry's already been selected.
And then Bloodseeker is usually a common ban as well.
Yeah, and I don't even know if Bloodseeker hard counters as much as we think, but instead of a Wyvern or something like that, they take Disruptor. Great hero. Saw how useful he was last game.
Great for controlling up the puck. Also going to be very effective against the Zeus. It leads a nice little combination where they have, you said, hey, vision, pick off. This is what Immortals is going to be doing to you. Well, they had the vision game in hand with the Night Stalker. Pick-off potential is so much higher when you do have a vision advantage on the Disruptor for those opportunity for glimpse backs.
It works both ways, though. Like the Puck versus Disruptor one. Because Puck can also just like initiate on you. Blow you
Yeah,
up
he
really
could just be
fast.
super aggressive on you.
And you can dodge a lot of Disruptor spells.
Yeah, you can phase shift. You can blink out of Static Storm.
Yeah.
Phase shift
If you're
into
really fast.
blink. Yeah. It is. I think it controls a certain amount of the battlefield, which I always think is really good for Pugna, who just kind of wants to sit in one place with his ward and start draining people.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of want a frontline hero for him, right?
Yeah, that's why you have Spirit Breaker.
I mean, for the Pugna lineup.
For the Pugna lineup, I mean, they have NS. They'll definitely pick like some kind of core for Kyo that just runs in anyways.
Yeah. What about the Dragon Knight, since you're facing a puck, or because we don't know where the puck is, it's not value enough?
I don't know if it's that easy to just pick it up. And they take Monkey King. So do you just straight up Outrider? Or do you commit to putting this Pugna in the off lane?
That monkey presumably is for Ace, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, they take Viper. I like that. Viper's really hard to kill for Secrets lineup.
Yeah, they've got Zeus and Puck, bunch of magic damage.
Yeah.
Spirit Breaker doesn't really like charging Viper mid at all. You wanted one of those kind of neutralized mids, right? You want to neutralize that 4 position who's super disruptive.
But you don't know if Secret is running anything anywhere. Like, you're not certain.
Yeah.
Because Monkey King can... I don't love it, but he can go off lane. And Puck can also go off lane and mid.
It seems like the most likely scenario right now is that safe lane Monkey King, and then the toss-up between Puck and Zeus off lane and mid.
I'd have to imagine it's an off lane Puck now.
Yeah, off lane Puck.
He hates that Viper matchup.
And leave mid one's matchup for last.
Yeah. So
the 4 position Zeus.
Then if I were Immortals, you have to show your carry before he shows his mid. And you need a carry that's just like decent against everything. I mean, you don't have Wisp this time. So your options are a bit different. So you can naturally assume it's a Puck.
Now, you like a lot of single target damage against Monkey King, right? Like if you're going to look at that safe lane in that regard. So what about the, the Svens, Ursas, those kind of heroes that just come in with a lot of physical damage?
I hate Ursa.
Not a good hero right now?
I just dislike him. I would say... I think Sven's alright. I think Sven's okay. If they had some kind of save, I would have said Huskar as well. I would say... I would have said Jug like a year ago.
Yeah.
CK is not bad either, but CK kind of gets crushed by Zeus. Like, it's a really annoying setup. Would they ban PA?
Yes.
Then they ban PL for the Pugnet counter. So they don't? So they think there's a mid missing? You could just get TB too. Picking illusion-based heroes against that lineup just seems
Zeus
annoying.
Seems really...
Yeah, that's why I would have thought they were going to take something like that would just be like fine and lane.
It really does seem like this is... how is Void? Safe lane Void here.
Void's alright.
It's okay, but I think like Puck and stuff. I think Sven's still better.
Yeah, Sven's alright. Void's alright. And T Magus is alright. Slark's bad against this lineup, right? Oh, they take Troll. That's weird.
You think Troll's a good hero right now? Ben definitely seemed very against Troll Warlord.
I'm pretty bearish on him. I think that hero is like... he's got problems.
But at least he can turn on the single target damage and try and blow some people up, but...
They needed a Rosher too.
So final one, where do we go?
You need a mid that just like does okay against Viper and will eventually... Oh.
No.
Wow.
Ace Meepo.
Well, they've thrown us a curveball there, and they've thrown Immortals a curveball as well, because that is going to be an Ace Meepo.
They do not have a great anti-Meepo lineup.
No.
They've got the control of Static Storm.
They don't pick him off either. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And they all die pretty quickly to him. But I think it's going to be whichever team gets Roche first will be at an advantage.
Okay, let's get some predictions from both of you. Which way for you, Austin?
I'm going to go with the Meepo lineup. I mean, it's a last pick Meepo. You always got to feel confident about that.
Okay.
Going to go with Immortals. I think they're going to run at them a lot, and that'll be enough.
Okay, all right. Some in-depth, off the wall kind of analytical stuff. From I think he just wants to have a good game, and don't we all just want to have a good game? It's Secret versus Immortal, and it's game one. Let's have it over the commentary team.
Thank you very much, Paul. Oh my goodness, Winter, we're doing it. It's actually happening. We have a Meepo for the first time in this tournament. Ace hasn't really played it all that much in competitive, but it's one of his most played just in pub matches and stuff. Do you think it's a good Meepo game? Do you like the pick?
Yeah, quite good here. Troll, Viper, not very good heroes against the Meepo. They do have like some AoE with the Disruptor ultimate, but if Meepo gets a very, very good early game, I can see the Meepo actually just running over them and getting Roshan. and it'll be very, very difficult for Immortals to, you know, deal with him. But I do think that early game should be going well for them. They have the Viper and the Night Stalker. I expect them to have some sort of like a early lead in the laning phase, and then we'll see how things go. And like Blitz mentioned, the Rosh is going to be very, very important here. Meepo against Troll, both of those heroes want the Roshan. And whoever gets that is going to be in a very good position in the game. So laning phase wise, I think if Secret does okay, and they don't lose their lanes too bad against the NS, they'll also be in a really good position for team fights. Zeus, Puck, Monkey King.
These are good heroes, quite hard to deal with. And I mean, I guess I'm thinking sort of as well, is this the type of draft where you would imagine the entire time Secret kind of knew that that's what they wanted to go for?
They're like setting it up. I think the opening as well as Spirit Breaker, Zeus, seems like they were up to something. And the panel even mentioned Zeus is really good against how Immortal plays Dota, because they keep running at you. So you want a hero that's really good in team fight, gives you a lot of vision, so you can see it coming. They definitely have a plan around the Zeus. Zeus and Meepo is also quite good together, because like when you give vision, you find someone that's alone. Meepo can just blink in, kill someone really fast, protects you with the when you're trying to do Roche because of the Zeus vision as well. It's all about like the vision of this hero.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, QO going to square off against Puppy here. Shout-outs as well to our wonderful observer. Cap is going to fill in again since we've got the Poison Swedes who are out of commission, at least for today. Hopefully they'll be back again shortly. But Ace heading over towards the mid lane on the Meepo, and this is going to be a matchup against a Viper.
Yeah, this is okay for Meepo. I think Meepo is going to lose the matchup slightly in the lane, but he's going to, like, rely on the jungle, like push out the lane with Poof, jungle. Like Viper's gonna like own the lane, but Meepo won't fall too far behind in terms of net worth, I think. He just needs to make sure that he can jungle. Like if there's stacks for him to come back on, that's all he cares about here.
Absolutely.
And when he's doing that, probably the Zeus is just gonna go mid and just grab some easy levels there.
Yeah, if they can get away with it, certainly feels like it's going to be a decent start. But Febby down here bottom, going to try and make some stuff happen, as also up top. They're sort of keeping the rest of Immortals on the tips of their toes since they've brought in the Spirit Breaker as well.
Yep.
Oh,
the
bottom
lanes,
lane.
Pretty interesting lanes though. I guess Secret doesn't want the Monkey to go up against the Pugna. They want the Monkey to be against Troll. I'm not sure why here. They probably feel like it's easier for him to farm at top. So right now, all three lanes going okayish for Secret. Puck hasn't got any last hits yet, but he's getting experience, and he's on the safe lane, so eventually he's going to get some farm.
Absolutely.
Monkey King is getting okayish farm. I think the lane's going okay for them right now.
Yeah. I guess that it also is more scary once you get towards the nighttime point in time as well, but we'll have to keep our eyes on that, see how things end up working out for Evan, Febby again, just messing around with them. And well, back mid again, Meepo also getting decent farm against MP, although he does have a decent chunk of denies also. But 2-minute mark, we'll have to watch for these runes. Febby should be able to secure this one. Yaps are not really able to go and contest at all.
Yeah, when the nighttime comes, that's going to be when the game starts for Immortals, and the Spirit Breaker played by Puppy has to be constantly trying to charge the NS to make sure that he doesn't get a kill. Like, Meepo's going to be maybe jungling during that time, and Night Stalker potentially going to search for him in the jungle, so it's going to be up for the supports to protect the Meepo when he's jungling. He's off to a fairly good start right now. He has his level 3, so it's going to start jungle soon. Stack, jungle, and that's what Meepos do. Like, Viper's going to have a CS lead that's going to be happening for sure, but as long as Meepo has some stacks to go back to, then he'll be fine, catch up in levels.
Meepo, he moved over there for a second. That was going to be the Haster and picked up by the Night Stalker as well. So he's able to go and contest if something like that does happen. But up top lane as well, Dubu getting gone at a little bit. A couple stacks of that Jingu, but they will finally back off.
Immortals are actually starting to do quite well in all three lanes. The Pugna and the Troll is farming quite a bit from the lanes, despite the pressure from the SB. Troll still has more last hits than the Monkey King right now. This is starting to look better for Immortals right now, and it's not nighttime yet. 1 more minute till nighttime. I expect it to be worse when it comes to nighttime. So Viper getting absolute free farm here. Meepo doing jungle. I think Immortals are actually coming up better now. I thought it was better for Secret like 1.5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But right now, Immortals are like securing their lanes better, and it's about to hit nighttime. So
Yeah, this is getting really scary. I mean, they do have the charge that's going to come in here onto QO, but not really that much that they're capable of doing. They do have a Boundless Strike available, and they will throw that out now onto QO, but no way to run him down, really, with no Orb of Venom on the Monkey King.
yeah, and Puppy's still level 1. Okay, the game is going to begin right now for Immortals. Nighttime kicks in, takes the 4-minute rune.
Yapzor, he does get the bounty.
Okay, never
But
mind.
he is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Stick charge is available for Night Stalker. We'll see if Yapzor decides to turn back around. You do have the Spear Breaker that's charging in, but he is a ways away. And Febby, maybe knowing that he's getting charged right now, since they did end up being able to throw out the Chain Lightning, and, well, breaks the charge
root.
with the Void. Not bad.
Okay, he got rooted as well. So 4-minute rune, Night Stalker picks it up. Doesn't have much mana, so won't be able to use it to make any aggressive plays right now. So the situation is still being quite even on the other 2 lanes. Like all the 4 heroes, the Pugna Troll, Monkey King, and the Pug are all getting very, very evenish farm. Viper's getting everything. Meepo is trying to jungle, but it's going to be nighttime now. I think things are going to get better for Immortals. The Night Stalker is going to start moving now, so he's going to help win the other 2 lanes. One of the other 2 lanes at least.
It looks like his sights are set up on the top lane, knowing that if you can shut down this Monkey King early, not a hero that wants to play from behind all that often. They do scan out, anticipating a wraparound that would be coming, but it's just going to be Night Stalker running right at him.
Where are the wards though? They don't have any wards out on the map, and it's nighttime. This is not good for Secret. They're under a lot of pressure. They don't see the Night Stalker. They don't have much vision around the river area. You can see, as you can see here, Ace is really, really scared. Doesn't want to come out to the lane at all. They have to get these wards down right now.
Puppy has 2 of them on his Spirit Breaker, and it's kind of tough when you're needing to wrap around and make stuff happen around the rest of the map. So he does place 1 down, but
Febby has already placed both of his wards down. Like whoever places the wards down first, getting the information advantage ahead of the enemy, will be able to most often make better decisions than the enemy.
yeah.
So this is going to be really, really crucial. The Night Stalker right now is putting a lot of pressure.
Jeez, and they just see all of Ace's movement right here. Seeing the double stacked up camps now, we'll have to watch and wait if they can make anything happen with this. Febby probably can't really put too much pressure onto Ace himself, but at the very least, if they wanted to, they could bring somebody in to try and contest the farm.
Stealing his experience when he's doing jungle is also good enough for the NS if he can actually do it.
Dubu is doing that right now, actually.
Yeah, Meepo relies a lot on like levels to speed farm, snowball. If you slow him down by levels during this stage of the game, it's going to have quite a good impact on the game later on.
Bottom lane, Febby again is just farming up a couple of these camps. There's a rotation that's coming in from the Spirit Breaker. Doesn't seem that likely to translate into anything of significance, as, well, a little bit of damage down to Yapzor. Febby getting very up close and personal in the mid lane as well. They're going to go now onto the Viper, trying to blow him up. Ace drops so low, but isn't going to end up falling as he walks away on 5 HP. Ace somehow is finally going to be brought down. Oh, lordy, that was very close, but they do get a return kill at the very least.
Yep, Monkey King still chasing down Dubu on the Disruptor here.
Wow.
Pops the Shrine, still gonna go down.
Well done.
Very, very important rotation there by Secret. They brought in 4 heroes into the mid lane to take down that all-important Viper that has been, you know, king of the mid lane for 7 minutes. Yeah. That was a very, very huge kill there by Secret. They were 1k behind without kills before that, and now they're 1k ahead after the exchange. Huge turnaround.
Quite good. And Ace now getting further and further ahead. Forev able to take down Yapzor actually over there in the mid lane. Just a little bit too far outside of his range, and now Puppy also sort of getting gone on by Febby and Dubu. There is a ward in the area, so Secret sees this movement and might even be able to chase somebody down as they're already looking, but cancel the charge.
Secret are just playing so well during the first night phase. They did not lose much ground. I was expecting them to actually lose more. But Night Stalker's rotations weren't really effective, despite being the first one to place down all that vision.
Yeah.
Spirit Breaker and I think Monkey King coming in there was so crucial for them. So right now, daytime, Immortals are not going to be able to pursue their aggression as much. They're going to go back to farming. Troll's gonna... What does Troll have? Does he have a... Just a killer.
Yeah, not really a whole hell of a lot.
And he's probably just going to go for like a Master of Madness.
There are a lot of these stacks still just sort of hanging out around the map. They were able to take out the one down bottom as a little bit more aggression is coming out. But that's something that we're going to probably watch for Meepo to clear out in a little bit if possible.
I guess Secret are more happy to play. If no kills are happening, they're more happy with their lineup to farm with the for now. Meepo, Monkey King, those heroes, and the Zeus as well, getting levels. They need to find a way to get Yapzor levels. Very, very important. The Zeus doesn't do much without levels. Spirit Breaker can be the sacrificial lamb, you know. Like run around, tank the smoke gangs, scout. Oh, the creeps actually go forward there, so Fabi's gonna know there's a ward around there. So that's gonna probably get dewarded. So the next thing I was gonna talk about was like MP. I was kind of thinking before that whether he actually goes for. I was gonna go for a Midas because he had a free lane. He didn't actually choose to go for a Midas. He goes for just basic items, lane items, a wand, Aquila, and into a hood because they have a lot of magic damage. But I'm still surprised without the Midas. Like most players getting a free lane would get a Midas very early. But we'll see how it plays out for them.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if that's something that does come around later. Viper maybe being a little bit underfarmed relative to his counterparts in the other lanes. We do also have Fabi picking up the urn and starting to make this rotation down bottom. Monkey King is going to be here as well as Fata, so if they're not careful, this could get a little bit scary. They don't have nighttime, still another 2 minutes, and Monkey King is spotting absolutely everything. The charge is going to come through as well, and Febi most likely to just get blown up right at the start of this. They do jump forward and are going to be able to find that kill on the Night Stalker.
He actually didn't see the ward, yeah? He placed the sentry. I think he just didn't see. He placed a sentry because he knew that the creeps are... I was talking about it, the creeps came out and chased him, but he didn't check the corner. That's why he just died there. I think he didn't see the ward.
That's not something you see every day.
I guess he just didn't see, or he didn't check. I'm not very sure, but he didn't deward, and he just died there. So now Meepo's closing into his dagger.
Fata, jeez. Brought down very low there.
Well, welcome to Pugma, my friend.
You like this hero? You a fan?
Yeah, it's a very good hero now. Very strong hero. Does a lot of damage on off-lane position. Can be mid, can be off-lane, can be carry in certain cases. Just a very flexy, good pick right now. The green heroes, you know. The green gang of heroes in the meta.
Oh, a bunch of cool guys. He did end up being able to get that D-ward there. Forev did in the bottom lane. And now another maybe jump forward. That's a little bit too scary with Duba right there as well.
They have to wait for the nighttime though. Nighttime is kicking in 50 seconds. Disruptor does not have ultimate yet. They already use the Tomb, I think.
Yeah, he just used it on himself, so got up to level 5 with that one.
And Meepo is going to hit his timing. He's going to hit his first timing, the Blink. He has Blink and Double Wraith and Power Treads. This is Meepo's first timing. If he can actually get a fight here, win a fight before nighttime, that would be so big for them. This is a very good timing for him to get a Blink just right before the night.
They just hit the scan as well, and so they're walking forward. There's the Boundless Strike. Dubu down as well. Are they going to be able to catch him? They do get the glimpse away, so it's not going to land with the charge. And it looks like, at least for now, they're looking to get out of here for the moment. Ace falls forward, but he's actually got the Blink Dagger canceled by virtue of that Thunderstrike. And the jump forward, QO dropping low. Do they find a kill? No, the patch! It comes out, but Fata's still able to secure the kill, and now trying to run them all down. Thundergod's Wrath comes out. Forev is gone. They've only lost the puck. A big Boundless Strike. All the regen mid one, not quite able to live through that one though. And now MP getting ran down also. It looks like he is going to be another one to go down here as Secret win big.
What a play right there by Secret, getting the dagger right before the night phase, choosing to take that fight, jumping in, initiating with the puck and the Monkey King. They just chose their fight so well. That fight was just before the night phase kicked in, before the Disruptor got level 6. So many important things missing there for Immortals. Fight could have been easily turned on Immortals' favor if it was nighttime and if Dubu had his ultimate up.
Just 30 seconds difference. Like you talk about the timings that you hit on it. Really, really cool stuff.
Every second counts, my friend.
There it
is just amazing.
Yeah, like as the nighttime hit right there, that was when the Night Stalker died. But a silence coming through. Febi, did you bite off more than you could chew? Looks like he's going to be able to back out.
Okay, so Roshan should be the next objective for this Meepo right now. He just want to fight with the dagger, so let's see if they can actually maybe wait for... They're gonna wait for the puck dagger. Then maybe they're gonna make a smoke. Fata is 100 goes short of the Blink. Yeah, I guess you wait for that. and you maybe try to make a smoke. If you can take a team fight, then you win that fight and you can actually get Roche.
Right.
I'm sure Roche is going to be very important.
Yeah, most definitely. He talked about the need for that for these types of heroes, the Troll, the Viper. But I guess also for Meepo, it's pretty freaking good. And we'll have to wait and see. Considering that it is nighttime and that level 6 is up now for the Disruptor, do you need to wait until the next 2 minutes is up before you decide to go for another aggressive play for Secret?
Ideally, yes, you want to wait for daytime. But if Immortals overextend, say they put themselves in a bad spot, you still want to take advantage of it. You still want to try and defend your towers as much as you can. It's 2 minutes to daytime. Night Stalker is going to have his ultimate, so 2.5 minutes or so of night remaining. They get a tier 1 here, so Puck has his dagger right now.
Yeah, Secret just feeling in a really good position.
Yeah,
they are getting pushed, though, mid lane.
I guess they're just going to wait for daytime unless they find a really good opportunity to fight. But right now, looking at the map vision, Immortals are controlling the Secret jungle. They have 2 deep wards here, seeing the Ancients and the jungle further in.
Oh,
yeah,
Puppy's
in trouble.
Time to run away, buddy. Get the hell out of there. They do get the pullback, and, well, he's going to be decrypted and sucked off. That's going to be a dead Spirit Breaker, so Puppy going down. But you take that for 4 heroes hanging out in your jungle, not really doing much.
Yeah, and you lose the support. It's 1 more minute. They want to wait for 1 more minute daytime. Meepo's going to push up top with his clones. Yeah, I guess Secret are just playing this game very well in terms of understanding the timings. They're using the timings very well, understanding when the opponent's really strong. One more minute till day, so Immortals are just trying to use this last minute of night to actually try to pressure a tower.
Look at this, the smoke up though. They know that it's going to be about that time when they want to fight, and immediately Immortals are going to back out.
It's 40 seconds plus NS has darkness, though. I think Immortals still have a decent window here to take a fight. It's 40 seconds plus another 40 seconds of darkness. Oh, he's going to pop darkness
man, they're just going. They don't care, though. Look, mid lane, Dubu, is he going to get caught? They do have Thunder God's Wrath still if they want to go for it. Fada jumps forward, gets the silence down as well. That's not going to be Puppy going down. Actually, he should fall to that one. Has stick charges, but didn't want to use it. They pull back in the Puck. Secret. Well, when there's good fights, there's also sometimes bad fights, and they lost 3 for nothing.
That was not good because nighttime and Fabi, he sensed that something was happening. There was very, very quick reactions there. That no one was pushing out the mid lane. He straight popped his darkness. He sensed something was wrong, and in Secret losing all that vision. I think probably Zeus should have popped his ultimate there to actually immediately scan, like to scout out for the enemies.
Right.
But he got jumped there because he didn't have vision, and they see him first, so you're just gonna die.
Well, as weird as it might sound, it does feel like this is one of those opportunities where you might even just want to go again right now because, you know, Static Storm was down. Yeah, it's now daytime. You've got a long period of momentum where you can maybe make something happen.
You're right. They actually should. Yeah, they're smoked up.
Okay. Top lane, Ace getting gone on. They're going to be able to go for Febi right at the start. That's going to be a connection and most likely a kill. They take down the Night Stalker and maybe more.
This Meepo is rolling in cash right now. So fat.
Spear Breaker charged through. They are able to break the ultimate coming from the Pugna.
Oh, here comes Q.
Puppy?
Puppy should be fine.
Yeah, he's gone.
I thought he doesn't want to run up the high ground there. Too risky because Meepo might TP down on the shrine and just kill him. Right now, before the Troll has BKB, he can't fight the Meepo. So Meepo still has this advantage over Troll before he gets BKB. And he's getting it in... Okay.
Well, to be honest, the other thing you got to be terrified about for Meepo is he's going to have E-Blade right about now almost. So you add that into his arsenal, all of a sudden either Viper or Troll aren't going to be able to attack. They're taking increased magical damage. This, you know, support Zeus around that's actually got levels and an Aether Lens completed.
This is looking really good for Secret right now. Meepo is very, very far ahead. The Troll BKB is not going to come until maybe another 4 minutes. At least, unless they somehow win a team fight. They're going to have to wait for next darkness for the team fight.
Well, but they do have Static Storm that's back up. They're smoked up in the mid lane, not really able to find an angle to take that fight.
Secret are just playing this really, really well though so far. So they have the E-Blade completed. They're going to try to make a move soon.
Yep, there they are, right in the mid lane. They called off the charge. Thought they were going to go on MP. That would probably have been suicide.
But I guess the downside is everyone else is poor on Secret, apart from the Meepo. If you look at their net worth spread, Meepo has the majority of the cut, 10k net worth. the Puck and the Monkey King are both like 5.8, 5.1. So they're gonna need this Meepo to show up big time in this game.
Oh, mid one was being stalked in the night by the NS, but they weren't able to connect.
Okay, so what else are they waiting? Let's see. Zeus has Aether Lens. I'm not gonna look at Spirit Breaker. He's gonna just be buying wards. Puck almost not exactly near his use. Still some way to go. Mid one doesn't have anything. He can buy. He can actually maybe buy. I'm thinking since he's far behind, is he actually going to consider getting a Midas as well? Not sure. He's so far queued up. The Echo Saber. That's gonna help him a bit.
Oh, charge up top. Is it time to go? Time to party?
Yeah. Can they get Roche though? Like Roche is very important. Nighttime is going to come.
Charge through. They found themselves one. That's going to be the connection to follow. Static Storm down, but Forev actually able to get off the decrypt, but now turn it back around onto Puppey, kill him off. The jump forward, they're trying to kill off Forev, and he is finally going to be brought down there. Ace already on a killing spree.
Okay, is that Roche? Or can they actually get the Roche here? Meepo's gonna dagger towards the Roshan. Yeah, he's gonna try to get Roche. This is super important.
And he's level 19 right now. Look at this guy.
Look at the timing again. It's 30 seconds to night. They are doing everything, every single move right before nighttime, twice in a row.
I mean, people have talked about how strong Night Stalker is as a hero, but if you play around that nighttime, as we're seeing right here, it sort of mitigates it.
Playing this game so well. They are actually playing this game so well in terms of how they are moving, how they are planning their itemizations, how they're using their itemizations to actually get an advantage. I just got dagger, let's go fight. It's before nighttime, that was the first one. Then he got an E-Blade, they tried to fight before night again, and they won another fight. 2 key fights won just by getting items and fighting before night.
Well, to be fair, there are a couple of things that are going into the way of Immortals as well. We've got ourselves a Dragonlance and about to be a 4-staff completed on Viper as well. And the BKB is about to be completed for QO also. So there's a few things that are starting to go their way, but it's still pretty scary considering how quickly these heroes can get blown up. Especially if Meepo finishes off that sheep stick anytime soon. But he's still a ways away from that one.
I guess you can kind of use E-Blade to save one of your clones if Troll jumps on it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game, it's a 10-second BKB, so the Troll, I think, is going to be extremely strong.
Bottom lane. They're going, trying to find one. Troll is going to be contained. They've got him locked down here, even in spite of that BKB. And if they wanted to, they could maybe even think about turning this back around. Well, Fata is going to die as well.
Didn't they see the BKB? I thought they saw the BKB. I guess not.
Apparently not. So they find themselves 2 kills, Spirit Breaker and Puck on the floor. But look at the top lane right now. Ace is just hitting the tier 3 towers and looking for it. There's no turnaround at all. MP trying to run away. They're afraid of TP's getting canceled, and MP is just going to end up dying here as well. People doing a ton of damage. Ace does end up losing his Aegis, but can they find any more? Yapsor thinking about chasing this. They do have another Primal Spring forward, and mid one trying to chase down this Viper will eventually be able to not quite get him.
Good silence there. His stun was almost coming off cooldown there. I think without the silence, Viper might have actually just died there.
And the tier 3 tower only took about 2/3 or a third
overall,
HP.
It was like what, 2 heroes for 2 heroes and a 10-second BKB charge down, and your tier 3 going and Aegis.
Yeah.
They lost Aegis, but your tier 3 actually lost about half. I guess that's, all things considered, that's a victory for Secret. I think the initiation might be just to try to make the Troll use his BKB charge. Maybe they saw and they just wanted to use BKB, but Puck committed too much. He used his AWP and wasn't able to have it by escape. Oh, another pick here. Monkey.
TP out. And not going to happen. They break down that tree and are going to kill off mid one. MP, large and in charge in the bottom lane, so things a little bit tense again.
Like for Secret, they are pretty much all eggs on this Meepo basket right now. The rest of the heroes are not going to do so much. Puck maybe eventually, if you go into late game with the GPM talent, then you'll be able to get more items later. But right now, Meepo's going to be doing majority of the damage.
And he does almost have a sheep stick completed too. Level 22 on this guy relative to 16, the next highest in the game. So as far as hitting the timing, it's going to be pretty terrifying.
But he doesn't have Aegis right now. So if he goes in, he makes a mistake and he dies and he doesn't have buyback, they might just lose Rex because it's a Troll and a Viper. They do kill buildings very quickly. So Puck doing the right thing here. trying to force them to go back.
Oh, Spear Breaker charging. He's caught himself a QO. Can they blow him up?
Oh
Oh my
my
god! Ace just ripped him to shreds.
Secret are just doing like all the moves, right? Because right now with the BKB on troll, it's very difficult for them to go 5-on-5 straight on head on. The disruptor and it's nighttime, so they are just forcing them to speed up and catching them when they are retreating. And look at the vision once again by Secret. They have this one row of wards, so whenever someone passes by the river, you're just going to get charged and you're just going to die.
Yeah.
Very, very good vision and good game plan as well for Secret this game. Very impressive how they're playing.
It really does feel like they kind of know what they need to do at each stage of the game. Around a 4,000 net worth lead, but really it's the experience. It's the big testament to where this game is going. And, well, over the next couple of minutes, we're going to have to see if these Tier 2 towers remain still around 3.5 minutes before Roche is even capable of respawning.
Yeah, the second Roche is going to be the game-deciding Roche, I think. Immortals are still fully capable of like winning a head-on fight. If they get a good fight, they're going to be able to destroy them with their superior team fight right now and the BKB on troll. But eventually, when the BKB dwindles down, then it's going to be a problem. Right now,
thinking about, like, look at this as well. They're just going for maximum, like, blow-up damage whenever possible. Pugna investing into, like, a Dagon. Is this the normal build on the Pugna nowadays?
I think it's good, though, because they're going to need the other cores to do damage. Because the troll, he's expecting to be controlled. Even though he has BKB, the Spirit Breaker can control him with a charge and a Nether Strike.
Oh, wait, over to the side. They jump in. They blow up one Febby already gone. But the Static Storm is now down onto all the Meepos. QO getting control to the tower. Are they going to be able to blow up? No, not quite. Ace is walking away from there. They do finally bring him down, but the damage might have already been done. He is out for 80 seconds, though, and now Secret. They've got MP sort of stuck here in the coil, but they can't really do much to him. So it looks like with that, they're going to back out.
Glimpse?
Oh. All right, well, Puppy's just going to try and run away from everybody and does have 10 stick charges, so Thunderstrike not going to be able to bring him down regardless.
Yeah, he's fine. That was actually quite a relatively even trade, I think. Like, both heroes are very important in kills, but I think at the end of the day, you're happier if you're Secret because there's another BKB charge down for the troll. So it's going to be 8 seconds next. Roshan is going to be up soon, so they're going to be ready to fight there. With a BKB charge going down for the troll. That's good news for Secret. Monkey King is starting to pack a punch. He's gonna go for a Dazzle next.
Yeah.
Like right now, Tomipo is not the only one starting to do damage. The rest of the heroes are, catching up. Monkey King is gonna be doing some form of physical damage once he gets the Desolator completed.
I'm kind of wondering too if like you think about investing into something like a pipe for one of these heroes. You do see that Spirit Breaker is going into like a Glimmer Cape.
On Secret?
I mean, none of them really build pipes that naturally, but it's basically the only thing that Meepo has to be worried about is like a Static Storm and a couple Pugna.
Yep, actually
hits.
that's a good idea on Spirit Breaker, but he's really poor though. He's like a position 5 Spirit Breaker, so I kind of understand that he wants to go for the cheaper Glimmer, which is also helpful. He doesn't protect the clones, everything. Yeah, you're right. Like Meepo really needs like if you have a teammate that can build pipe, it's really good for him. But in this situation, I think it's kind of difficult for them. Even though you really want it, Zeus doesn't want to build pipe, and Spirit Breaker is like way too poor to build it right now.
For sure. So 24 level on Meepo. He's almost going to get into that 400 health talent, which does just, again, make him all the more difficult to kill. Viper and Troll, they're keeping up in terms of the amount of damage that they do and net worth that they've got. It's only a 4,000 net worth lead.
This is why I was talking about the Midas on the Viper earlier. Because the game could possibly turn into a game like this, like a trading farm, moving around, avoiding fights, and you really want to have that Midas in this kind of game on a hero like Viper, because he doesn't really farm that fast compared to a Meepo.
Oh, look at this rotation though that's coming in right now from Secret. Yapzor is walking up on the high ground. They're all right down the area.
They have no darkness.
Another smoke is there. Fata gonna break the smoke right at the start. They get the Static Storm, but it's only onto one. The Eul Scepter lifting him up to keep him alive for the moment. Wukong's command comes out as well. They're able to keep QO under wraps, but Puppy still gonna be the one that goes down. Fata trying to back out of there. He's still alive. Meepo jumps forward, starting to bring them low as well. Can they get a kill? He's not able to stay on any one of these targets, but it looks like QO caught here in the coil, as well as Dubu. They are going to be able to root, not breaking TPs, but MP maybe going to be the one that goes down instead.
Oh my god. Once again, look at the timing. Just before nighttime, Secret strikes again. And and then win a huge fight. Troll goes down, Viper goes down. They only lose a Spirit Breaker. He was like so sacrificial. He went in first, forced out the BKB charge, forced everything out. They focused him, they took him down, and Meepo just came in at the right timing to clean up.
Really well played. Tier 3 tower now in trouble, and actually Pharrell just steps forward and gets knocked the hell down. Viper's gonna have to buy back into this one. There is one Meepo that's separated from the rest of them, but there's gonna be the E-Blade. He's still taking some damage. They need to try and turn this back around, keep Ace alive, saving Private Danish Man, and he is eventually gonna end up going down. FP now. Is he gonna pay the price? It doesn't look like it. Secret, they don't have enough damage outside of the Meepo to make this work.
Oh my god, what a play. This Meepo is just insane right now. He's doing so much. So Roshan is about to spawn. Kyo really wants the Roshan to spawn right now. But unlucky for Immortals, Roshan is gonna take a bit more. So that's gonna give Secret time for the Meepo to revive and contest the Rosh. But it's gonna be nighttime.
Yeah, can you imagine right now if the Rosh respawned right at this moment, Immortals may be able to go in and get it.
Look at them,
oh god, Dubu. Uh-oh. No buyback for 40 seconds, but Rosh, that's going to be up a little bit before he gets back. I don't know, but Meepo's still gone. It's going to be a little bit tense.
Secret is just in control right now, in total control of this game. Trolls, BKB, 7 seconds. They have to win this Roshan fight. If Immortals lose the Roshan fight, I think they're just going to lose the game. This is way too important. They have to expand one of their buybacks on their course. 4F use his buyback to defend the base. This is not looking good for Immortals right now.
Well,
they really want the Roshan.
they really want the Roshan. It's one of the longest ones,
They know how important is this Roshan. They can't give it away to the Meepo. If they give this away, they pretty much lose this game right now.
There's 10 seconds right now where Rosh is going to be back up, but it's so hard to actually make that move into there. And
they have darkness. Okay, Rosh is up. Meepo is up.
Scary stuff. They're walking into it. So Secret are aware that Roshan is up.
If possible, Secret would like to wait it out till daytime before they take a fight.
Ooh, Deso done for the Monkey King as well. Sanjin Yasha on the Troll. With that Nether Ward down, it's a little bit scary.
It doesn't matter how fat the Troll is, as long as they can kite him out until his BKB runs out, they're just going to kill him with the Zeus and the Puck.
Yeah, and he has enough damage to kill a Meepo if Meepo is sort of controlled by other stuff. I guess they don't really have anything that controls it anyways, though.
Yeah, it's quite difficult, though. Their primary lockdown is like some glimpse. They don't have like a hard lockdown. There's like a soft lockdown, glimpse into a kinetic field, static storm.
Hey, man, there's Void, you know, there's crippling fear.
Yeah, we are going back to the discussion where Darkseer has a stun. He has vacuum. I'm sure we're actually going to go there eventually. Oh, Shuriken Toss is a stun, yes. Darkseer vacuum stun, all the mini stuns, all the mini stuns, and then Y Invoker has like cold snap, like super mini stun. It's not a mini stun.
Immortals in the pit, looking for an opening. Now Monkey King is up here on the high ground, and the orb is already going to go out. This is the battle. It's going to help to decide the game. They get the Boundless Strike already out. There's also going to be the Thunder God's Wrath. Febi force-staffed away. QO turning to fight, but he's already used his BKB charge. They can't stick around here now, and with Fada chasing, he's going to have a coil available. He jumps forward. They get the Hex. It's a good static storm down, but Meepo already deals so much damage with the right clicks. Level 25. He's got all of the health in the world, and they're all going to get torn up. They never stood a chance.
That is GG. Roshan is done, and that's another BKB charge down. That fight, Ace just always waits, and he's so patient about his timing, like how he goes in. He waits for Immortals to come in or the Spirit Breaker to create an opening for him, and he just waits and waits. BKB, once the BKB goes down on the Troll, he just jumps in, kills him. Like, just so well played by the Meepo here in this game. Like, the whole team of Secret are just doing all the right moves here to win the fights. And Immortals, that they understood how important was the fight. They tried to use their nighttime vision advantage to get the Roshan, but just things didn't work out well for them in that fight.
Well, and now, like you said, I mean, it's not GG yet, and great fight here again. Just how much damage that Meepo is dealing in it, but you have to break through Aegis, you have to break through Cheese, and you just might get your face broken in, honestly.
It is GG.
There's going to be another jump forward.
More or less GG. Meepo's going to take the Rexes so quickly.
Yeah. I mean, there is a tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, and right now, the only thing that's really stopping Secret from running into their base is movement speed. We've got 18,000 net worth lead.
I don't think they have buybacks on anyone, yeah? If they actually go down here. Throw does not have buyback.
No buybacks.
Night Stalker, no buyback. Disruptor, no buyback. They're just going to take the Rex. There's nothing they can do. There's
Well, QO, he gets hexed, he gets hit, he gets killed. BKB, turn fight, maybe, possibly. Is there a hope and a prayer, anything at all for Immortals? They end up catching with the bash and then eventually going to bring him down. MP got the kill and now also going to end up losing that Troll Warlord. Ace jumps forward and Ace is actually taking a little bit of damage right here coming out from the Viper Strike, but without Wukong's command. Now following it up and Febby starting to fall. I mean, they're doing what they can. It's a hell of a hard one to make work, though. With Dubu eventually going to be ran down here. He does go down. GG is called.
Wow, this game is by far one of the best games of Dota I've seen here. Very, very good play, like strategy-wise, preparation-wise, how they opened the draft with SP Zeus, had this good, cool idea against Immortals, how they move against Night Stalker. This is a tournament-winning performance here by Secret. If they play like this from now on, they're definitely going to have a very good shot at going all the way. Very, very good game by Secret.
And that's the thing, too. You talk about it. It's not just the, like, you know... all right, Amiipo, he'll win a game sometimes, but it's how they played around all of the different things that Immortals had. Because Immortals did have a chance to win this game. It was more just that they, like, Secret always knew what it was that Immortals had as the strongest.
Every single night phase, it was a disaster. They didn't get any kills. They weren't able to get too big of an advantage with the NS. Secret just, I mean, very good game here. Just very good game.
Well, we'll have to see what happens if they can make changes in game number 2. But for now, we're going to head back to the panel, see what they thought about that dominant performance from Secret.